This short is about when a SUDS of 1 or 2 may not be ecological. And yes, you're technically correct, quoting Dr. Shapiro, when you say that a 1 can be ecological if it sounds right. In Shapiro's example of an uncle dying, a client may say it's a 1 because my uncle died. Remember that Shapiro's working with really healthy people, and what's in a 1 with her clients may be a lot more limited than what's in a 2 or a 3 with clients with really complex trauma and really complex systems. With really healthy people, you can go to installation if the SUDS is a 1 and if it, quote, sounds right, and the debris of it is very often likely to get cleared up in phases 5 and 6. And you may be tempted to say that because I'm working with a client with really complex trauma, a 2 is really good, especially if you're starting at an 8, 9, 10. And it is. Yes, we don't want to make the perfect the enemy of the good. The reason I'm making this isn't out of my own kind of OCD, processes or tendencies. A lot can be hiding in a 1 or a 2 with a client with complex trauma. And if I had $5 every time a client said that the SUDS was a 1 or a 2 or a 3, and it wasn't going to go lower, I'd be able to go on a nice vacation out of the country. So it's simply good practice to identify what makes it a 1, 2, or 3, and simply ask the client to notice it a few rounds. And you know what happens 97+% of the time? It goes lower within a few sets of the client saying that it's not going to go lower. And yes, there are ways to do this that are respectful of what the client says to you, but also lets them do what they're here to do, which is fully and adaptively resolve a memory. So really good things can happen when clients fully and adaptively resolve memories. Generalization can occur. Installation isn't junked up by debris that we may have left in phase 4, and body scan isn't leaving debris. Also, with clients with complex trauma, a 1 or a 2 SUDS may also be an ember. It may be the stuff that gets scattered in their nervous system that may catch on when they leave. So we don't want to run the marathon and then sit in the lawn chair within sight of the finish line if we can finish it. Finish it if you can. Get your time. Get that race in the book. And whatever it is that makes it a 1, 2, 3, or whatever it is that makes the validity of cognition a 5 or a 6, notice that. And it's highly likely to move in a positive direction, unless it's about something in the future or about other things from the past. And that's not your target. So again, we're in the business of resolving memories, not whole themes all at once in one session. And we don't work with the past and future at the same time. We have the future prong for that and the future template for that. So again, what is it that makes it that 2? Notice that. If it doesn't go lower, that's okay. But it's also okay to notice whatever that 2 is for at least a few rounds before you assume that it's good enough for your client on this day.